The double lift, the Elmsley count, false shuffles. When it comes to secrets in magic, which ones are more valuable? Would you be more willing to pay for a double lift than for a false shuffle? This topic and more right now.
Rough Edge. Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
Welcome to Magic Talk, the ultimate backstage pass to the world of magic. We dive deep into the art, the craft, and the business behind the illusion. If it's magic, we talk about it. Sometimes. And now, your hosts, master of misdirection and dad jokes, magician James Lantine, purveyor of magical oddities and unpaid family labor, magic shop owner Joshua Lantine, and straight from a suspiciously nearby park bench, the one, the only, Gregory Alexander.
All right, I got to say that was kind of creepy, but welcome.
Well, it's Halloween, Jim.
Oh, that's
I've been watching a lot of Twilight Zone lately, if I must admit.
Have you?
That was well placed, actually. Even in relation to that was, top notch. Like he rehearsed it.
I know, but it makes us look like amateurs
Why?
because he was so
Because
like
you're insecure.
the
Why?
double lift.
Why? Don't be insecure about it.
Why?
You just did a good job.
Thanks,
It's
Josh.
still your show. It's not Greg's show, unless he wants to come and steal your seat.
No, that sounds terrible.
See, he's a good guy. He's not going to do that.
I'm
to you.
sticking to
So
park benches.
Don't get insecure. You're still good.
Okay,
Talk well about yourself. Don't go and put.
I am important. I
Always.
am a special person with special needs.
Okay, don't
And a
push
special
it.
double lift.
Don't push it.
All right, so kind of a sideline to this whole topic of what's more important. I'm always curious about who decided what went into a magic kit.
Like the original, like the ball and vase and all that stuff. Like who
There's-
was the original person to decide that stuff?
Yeah, it's like there's staples. That
I mean, Marshall Brodeen, right?
Basically, I would go and I would.
But
I would
there are
say
Now,
that.
did he
Staples.
curate the stuff? Was he at a magic shop and he's like, yes, that'll go great in the kit. Right? Mental
I-
cube, the color cube. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
going in the kit.
television,
I-
ball and vase,
All that.
cups
It's
and
going
balls.
right in the kit.
I don't know who was the very first magic kit.
Well,
You're gonna Google that?
no.
Oh,
Instead,
come on, that's very
no, no,
Googleable.
it is very Googleable. Google. But let's do this instead. Hey Al, how you doing? We are on Magic Talk. This is a live radio show where we sometimes talk about magic, and we are curious who developed the first magic kit.
I think it was the Egyptians.
Oh wait, say that again. Al?
Absolutely. I was just saying it's a fun question. So basically, the idea of the first magic kit goes way back, probably to the 19th century. There's some debate, but it's often credited to a French magician named Jean-Eugène Robert Houdin, who popularized the idea of 7 little sets of tricks. So it's a neat piece of magic history.
It really does sound like Steve Valentine. Your AI sounds like Steve Valentine.
It's not AI.
Yeah,
He's a-
Al,
He's a real person.
well, Al sounds like Steve Valentine. So.
Okay. So Al, how do you suppose what items were to go into the kit were actually selected?
Well, I'll take the Steve Valentine comparison as a compliment. So, when it comes to what goes into a magic kit, it's usually a mix of classic, simple tricks that are easy for beginners to learn. Think things like cups and balls, a little card trick, maybe a magic wand, and a few props that are just easy to handle. Usually the graders pick things that are going to give somebody a sense of wonder without being too hard to learn.
Al, I think you should be the host of this show.
Stop it. Think well of yourself. You're not. Oh my gosh. I'm getting tired of that part of the show.
Wow, I sense a
No comment.
bit of hostility there.
Well, how many times do we have to come on the show? Do we have to make that a regular thing where, we have to go and try to hype Jim up again because he's going to go and put himself down? I mean, come on. Do we have to give you the same lesson like 150 times?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
One negative takes about 20 positives to undo.
We've done well more than 20 positives.
I am at quite the deficit.
So So Al, we are talking magic on Magic Talk, and
So are we that bored?
what is your take on magic? What do you think about it?
Oh, I think magic is absolutely wonderful. I mean, it's all about that sense of wonder and just making people feel like they're seeing something truly impossible. And honestly, James, with all the stuff you do, I think magic is just a perfect fit for sparking curiosity. So I'm a huge fan.
Are you a huge fan of mine?
Absolutely, James. You've got a ton of creative energy and all these cool projects going on. So I'm definitely a fan of what you do.
Cool. All right, Al, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming on the show.
You're so welcome, James. Always a pleasure to join in. Talk to you later and have a magical rest of your show.
Give Steve Valentine his voice back.
Now, tell me that that's not a little creepy.
No, it's not creepy. It's pretty miraculous. Why do you think everything's so creepy?
I don't know. I mean, look at Doug or Greg. I'm sorry, Greg.
I think you got creepy covered for the both of us, Jim.
Yeah. So anyways, I was always curious because, all right, let's face it, cups and balls done by a master is an absolutely incredible feat of magic. Yet it's in a magic kit.
Mm-hmm.
Linking rings, it's in a magic kit.
Mm-hmm.
Fundamentals, Jim. Fundamentals. I think what we're kind of touching on, magic shit, magic kits. Heyo. Magic kits should contain tricks that teach you essential movements or essential principles in magic, right?
Okay, but is a magic kit given as a toy for someone to play with, or is it given as a gift to inspire a potentially future magician?
I think that someone goes, I got to get Jimmy a gift, and hey, this looks kind of neat. I guess he probably didn't have one of these, or maybe he does, or maybe doesn't. But I got to cover a $20 gift, so let's get him one of these.
Yes. So both.
Yet every magician who started, oh, I got a magic kit for Christmas.
I got a straitjacket. It wasn't at Christmas, actually. It was in a department store, and it was given to me by professional medical people. It was a bit of a conundrum, as they say. But I got out of that, baby. Make no mistake. And thus
And it
began my
sparked a
career.
Yeah, it sparked a career. Funny. It's funny too. I didn't get the magic kit. I got the magic store.
Yeah, he
So
actually.
it took me a lot of convincing in order to get me to start
Yeah.
magic. I had to go and get everything.
Yeah, it's like, so did you get a magic kit that inspired you to get No, I got the whole store.
It's a pretty big flex. It's a pretty big flex.
You know, some people take more.
What kit did you start with? Marshall Brodeen, Lance Burton, the White Rabbit Magic Shop.
I've never heard of that one before. Well,
Now there are some things that are in a kit, like a ball and vase. You don't generally see a pro doing much with the ball and vase. There are a few, but you just
Yeah,
generally don't see
Fair
that.
enough.
it's
Um,
not widely explored.
race bowls, don't see that. Television or the color cube, don't see that.
That's making a revival. I've seen that a lot now nowadays.
Well, I mean,
Looking very and not
I have a $400 color cube.
yeah. Well, I mean, we've got a color cube or the color vision thing ranging from $10 all the way up to $500.
Who was that one that came out with the one recently that was just awful? It came in a bag,
Oh,
a Mylar bag.
yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
Man, that thing sucked.
Okay, so we won't actually mention the guy's name.
You gotta do better, man.
just look at
You
those
know who
in
you
the
are.
bag.
All right. Nope, that wasn't it. Anyways.
So that
Yeah.
needs to be one of the things that we put in the box.
Oh, jeez.
Oops.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here's another thing that I've discovered. So we have been giving away magic at roughly about $40, $50, $60 value trick. For anyone who spends $100, they've been getting an extra trick in there. Some people got a wallet, a card and wallet.
It's like buy one get one 50%. It's like a 50% off value, or
It-
oh, wait, no, but it's for free. So it's
Yeah,
like,
It
oh, that's good.
has a purpose for it. It's not just out of the goodness of our own heart. It's just because we are trying to we are cycling out,
Nice.
and they haven't been moving, or they haven't gotten a whole heck of a lot of attention. So it's kind of, if you spend that much money, then we will be. That is potentially something else that you
Every-
will get.
Every year we go to Magic Live, we buy Tannen's mystery boxes. It's fun to get mystery magic.
Yeah.
You don't know what you come up with until it's like in your hands, and you're like, well, I have this thing. What could I do with it?
Yeah.
You end up
Well,
coming up
and-
with some pretty cool ideas.
And it's not that it's terrible magic.
No,
It's just for whatever reason it never
not
really
moving.
caught on.
Hey, man,
It's not
sales
moving.
is a difficult thing. You know, you have a small window when something's hot, and then people forget about it like it never existed.
Yeah.
And it's great stuff just sitting there. Same thing with that's the argument that people have with the books, right?
Yeah.
Why it's so important to read old magic books.
So the interesting thing is though is if you remember a few shows back, we were talking about how the one and dones. So people are creating things and then that's it. They release it and it's done. It's gone.
It's like a little
Yeah.
firework. You
Yeah.
light it, it fizzles out, it looks amazing, and then now it's just burnt trash.
And you look at
In somebody else's front yard,
well that,
usually mine.
but you look
According
at
to
it,
my neighborhood.
and what's interesting is that so I did I just gotta check the motion. I did the anniversary card trick. What's the name? Royal Couples.
Yep.
So I did that on oh, that was Bobby. So I did that on the strolling that we did at the Glen Tavern
Mm-hmm.
like 5 times, because at the Glen Tavern there were a lot of people celebrating anniversaries.
Mm-hmm.
gonna say, we had that many couples.
Yeah, we had a lot of people celebrating anniversaries.
I didn't know.
And so I'm like, oh well, I got to do something special for you. And so I did it like 5 times, and they aren't making them anymore. So we bought the stock out of Murphy's, whatever they had left, we bought it. And now it's kind of like, okay, well, I can do this thing for as long as we have stock, and then it's gone, which sucks because it's a really good effect. It's a really cool way of presenting it. You know, you do the anniversary card trick where it's on a double-sided card and they sign on each side. What do they do with it? Not a lot. They just have the card hanging around saying, oh yeah, we got this from a magician, and I signed the.
And the next day it's supposed to turn into something. Is that not real?
No, you've been duped. So
Let's just
sorry.
move on.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a frameable thing.
Blown
This
away.
is something that people are like, oh my gosh, I'm going to frame this,
Well, let me ask you this, Jim. Why do you think they stopped making them?
because people go in and one, I think, magic obviously has got a very limited market.
They were like, "Look, dude, we did the analytics on this. It looks like we only sold them to one guy. We can't remake these. No one bought them. Just one dude bought them."
I think
Oh god. That would break my heart.
Would have been great if we
No,
sold them to more people. But
I think what it is they wanted to go and make a V2. So they're not making V1 anymore. So they're gonna
well, I hope they do make a V2.
yeah.
But it's like, I think people go in and they manufacture 1,000 of these, and that's it. It's like, okay, when they're gone, they're gone.
why don't we contact the creator? Let's
We
buy it.
could
Let's buy
actually.
it.
Okay.
That would be neat.
Let's
Yeah.
hit them up and buy it. That could be a White Rabbit exclusive.
That's there's so many other, like Penguin does that, or was it Vanishing does that? I think even Magic.
What's the
makes
guy's name?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure he's in my phone book. I'll give him a call.
Penguin.
Okay.
Just
So here's the deal.
You know Josh J or Andy Gladwin?
a version.
You know a version of Andy
Yeah, I only
Gladwin?
know 100 tiny Joshua Jays.
Nice.
So here's the deal. There's that trick that you've been giving away that's in that little packet that's just basically magnets. What's the name of that trick that was one of the giveaways?
They're called magnets, Jim.
Oh, that one was oh gosh, I forget what they called it. It's the
You're just gonna have to spend $100 and find out.
I can go find it, but yeah.
regardless,
It's a paper clip, a card on paper clip. The one thing that I was disappointed with this one is the picture.
Hold
with a
on,
paper-
misleading advertisement and magic. No.
Right?
All right. What? Whoa.
So the whole idea is that you had a card that was signed and then lost into the deck, and then you just swipe the deck in front of your
Name badge?
No, not that.
I had one like that from
kind
Tau Magic.
and it goes and it captures, like on a paper clip, it captures the card.
Mine was the same, but you had a name badge.
Oh, okay.
And a little hook was in. You just go.
Yeah, it's kind of the similar idea, but it's with a paper clip and it's on your pocket. The way they displayed it, though, on the packaging, it was hanging off of your eyelid.
okay,
Which
so
it seemed way more geek than it actually is. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why. Okay.
Exactly.
thank you for catching that.
But
But here's the deal.
That's a little
I,
weird,
I don't
yeah.
really care about what the trick was. My
okay,
point is that the people that we have given it to have called up and said, "Hey, the video's no longer there."
oh yeah,
So, which goes to my point
Let's shoot a video, Jim.
about a lot of
And
these.
we'll have it come from your eye too.
okay.
Let's hook it up to Jim's eye. We'll make it authentic.
so put a paper clip
Like,
on
Jim,
your
stop
eye and then
moving.
say, "Wait."
You're wiggling, Jim. You're blinking. Stop blinking.
This will hurt you
But-
more if you move.
This will get a lot of likes, I swear.
My point is that these one and dones, they take down the videos, they take down. you
Yeah,
can't get the stuff
So,
anymore.
so on a more serious side note, guys, download your videos.
Mm.
Get yourself a hard drive, any type of external saving device, and download all your videos because that happens more often. That does happen. And that's a shame, man.
More
Well,
often than it should.
and we're giving away this product now that nobody can use because nobody can get the video to
How
download.
dare you?
I know.
How dare you?
So it's one of those things where it's, you know, we have some products on our shelves that have been literally on our shelves for 10 years. And you have no idea whether or not any of the pieces or any of the components even exist still.
Yeah. Well, you have a 3D printer. Let's start opening boxes, Jim.
We need to.
Let's make a big mess.
Yeah. So there's one policy that we have now enacted at White Rabbit. Any electronic device, we open up before we ship it out.
Mm.
And we make sure that one, it works, two, that all the pieces are present, and three, that it's in decent condition.
That's really smart. Do you have that written anywhere when people are purchasing their items so they don't feel upset if they get an open box?
So when they get their package, there's a letter inside that says your box has been opened to inspect the components and to ensure that everything is functioning properly, so you don't get an effect that you go, I got to return it. It doesn't even work.
That's great.
So, because we've had way too many electronic stuff, way too many. The latest smoke device.
The Ultra Smoke?
Yeah. So we had one that wouldn't hold a charge for more than 10 minutes. No matter how long you charged it, 10 minutes, it was burnt out. So what happens? It comes back. And we're trying to eliminate that headache of
Now, on your end, when you get an item like that back, what's the process for that? Are you eating that cost? Can you reach out and get a credit back from the vendor? Like, how does that work?
if we've had it in our shop for more than 30 days, we can no longer get credit for it.
If it's sitting closed in your shop, what does 30 days matter? Not to say, like, so if you have no clue, like if it's
That's my argument.
what is the 30 days? What is 30 days going to do?
Right. That's
What-
my
how,
argument.
and how can you determine whether 30 days is going to solve that type of a situation or not? It's not. That's very interesting, Jim.
So I petitioned them to say that, you know, how many magic shops move all their products in 30 days?
No one. Well, I could get you there though.
Okay.
We'll get you there.
All right. Start now.
Right. Like at my shop, I try to turn over my products within 3 weeks to 4 weeks.
But I mean,
it doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen. But that's the ordering cycle I have for most of my brands. I'm ordering about once a month from all my brands, and about when it's time for that brand on that ordering week, I'm usually at about 30% left of that inventory.
Well, I'm going to argue the point that a magic shop is a little different.
No doubt. No doubt.
There's inventory that you'll probably sit on.
100%. 100%. That being said, though, I guarantee you we can still figure out what your fastest moving items are.
Yeah.
And your slowest moving items are.
Fastest moving items
And
are tiny plunger.
there are a lot of Barbie
loops.
dream homes out there, Jim.
Loops.
That is true. That's probably why they're buying the tiny plungers.
Now they just need to get a little tiny jack for their little Corvette, a tiny jack stand,
There's a lot of mini.
tiny mechanic routine.
There is a lot of mini magic items coming out, so that might be the reason why. Is because people are buying magic.
Well, I
for
mean, there's a
their-
big reason. There's a big reason for tiny things being popular. They're just freaking adorable. I mean, let's just be honest.
Okay.
like the mini book. That
Mini
one.
Book-
That one's
Mini
pretty
Book
cool. The mini book pro. Yeah.
Freaking adorable.
Isn't it?
Yep. Which is why my wife says I'm freaking adorable.
Jeez, Jim, that's gross. Okay.
Oh,
Self-reporting, Jim.
Why did I even go there?
Self-reporting.
Oh my god.
That's okay, Jim. No worries.
Because I told you I don't like the medication you're on.
Apparently, it's not working well for him, anyways.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh.
You know, you're right.
I
He,
gotta-
does, he does talk himself down quite a bit.
I
Come
gotta
on,
have
Jim.
higher self-esteem.
You really do, man. What the heck? This is
No.
becoming more of a therapy session than a magic talk.
That was a joke, by the way.
Yeah.
Honest. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So, when it comes to the magic, so one of the things that really you got to be careful of is the one and dones. You got to be careful of the things that require refills because there's no guarantee that they're going to have them 6 months from now or a year from now.
But see, I like the anxiety of wondering if I'll ever be able to do this trick in the future. So I try to go after as many refills as possible.
Awesome. That's why you buy all the electronic stuff. But all right, so here's what I'm going to do. There is one electronic device that absolutely annoys the crap out of me.
Only one?
One major one, and that is the one that from Electrics,
The badge?
the badge.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So took me literally 2 to 3 hours to set that thing up on my own. I discovered all the missing pieces that they had that they should have informed you of, but they didn't inform you of, and they didn't have readily available and all this kind of stuff. Another customer bought one and they're like, I can't get this damn thing to work. So he brought it in and I said, I figured it out. Well, I unfortunately did not write it down. And so when I looked at it again, I'm like,
I'm sorry, but that's pretty fucking funny. Oh, excuse me. But that's pretty funny.
He got himself every other time in this show.
did he just release an F-bomb?
No.
I gotta get it. We're gonna have to delay the show by like 3 seconds. So anyways, so I spent another 3 hours trying to set up his device. And then I finally got the thing working.
So
And you
were
finally
you
wrote it down?
were you able to identify what the problem was, or is it just repetition of trying to do the same thing over again and then finally it started working?
So here's the thing. One of the things is that the Bluetooth, when you download the app, the Bluetooth in the app, in the settings is not enabled on the app. So you have to go into the settings, go to that app and enable it so that it can actually find the device. And then
Why would you not want the device connected to what's the benefit of not having
don't
it
know.
connected to Bluetooth?
is we had to go in and turn it on. And until we did that, we never saw the app. The app that we downloaded from the App Store didn't show half the features that my app did. Well, that's because you have to go in, and once you download the app, you have to go into their toolkit and run an update on the app itself. So they don't have an updated version on the App Store, and they don't have an automatic way of updating the app once you download it, say, oh, let's go in and run this update. So you have to do it. There was just a ton of, and the display device, they give you a code so that you can enable the display device for free. Otherwise, you have to pay like 30 something bucks for it. I don't know if it's a month or a year or whatever it is, but you have to pay a regular fee.
Subscription.
And it's like, yeah. And you're sitting there going, wait a minute, I just spent 500 bucks on this device. So it has the absolute worst documentation that I've ever experienced in working with anything. So I'm literally going to rewrite all of their instructions. Well, I'm not going to rewrite them. I'm going to create them because they don't exist.
That's crazy.
They have very little videos on it to help. Certain things don't automatically transmit to the device, so you have to use the remote to push it to send it to the teleport. It's just tons and tons of, and the device itself is cool. It's a neat little device, but
Yeah, I agree. I like it.
it's like,
It could be used great for just a regular peak device or for cool reveals or whatever, to be honest.
yeah,
Really neat.
yeah, and so it's just frustrating because the instructions are just so horrible that by the time anyone even spends after an hour, they're like going, I'm sending this thing back. This does not work. Well, it does work. You just have to jump. You have 2 more hours of work to do before you can get there.
Wow, that's crazy.
So so you brought up the point of what secret is more important than what was the thing that you said?
At the very beginning of the show,
Yeah.
we never really discussed it, but it was who decides which secrets are the most important secrets and what's their value.
Yeah, what's with the hubbub with the values of secrets? Meaning, we've heard rumors of certain people in the Magic community in uproar when certain releases come out, because those particular releases are really giving away secrets that may be like deep cut secrets and maybe too valuable, like real workers that certain people use all the time.
Like deep state stuff.
Deep state stuff, man. And it brought up
Okay.
it brought up the concern or the question. Well, what secrets are more valuable than others when it comes to within the world of single trick downloads and $20 Penguin Magic downloads, right? What's off limits? What's reserved for the secret elite? What's more valuable? What's worth 20? What's worth $40?
I have the answer for that. The secrets that are more valuable are the secrets that allow you to cheat in gambling and will get you killed if anyone finds out what you're doing.
I mean, but that could be argued that, I could cheat in any way. I mean, does it have like just an official gambling cheat versus any other way of cheating? I mean, cheating is cheating, right?
Yes,
It's also true.
but there are techniques and there are practices that these gamblers employ. And
So are those secrets worth like $60 each, $70 each? What's the value of those?
I think the value is the difference between having your legs broken and not broken.
That just sounds way too romantic and cool, Jim.
Right? It does.
It's
That
ridiculous.
sounds like old Vegas. and
Yeah,
everything,
man.
and people are always
I
aspiring.
think
to
that just people are getting stabbed more than anything nowadays, Jim. Stabbed or shot, really.
And those are run of the mill basic types of
All right, I will take it.
injuries.
I will take it one step further. Who gets to decide what trick is okay to reveal on YouTube over another? For example,
Well, I think the person is in the title, Jim. It's YouTube. It's up to you.
ooh. No, here's what I'm saying. Who's the guy, white hair,
Murray.
out of Vegas?
Murray.
Murray. Okay.
I know
So-
Jim does not like Murray very much.
No, my thing is why does Murray
Here we go.
why does Murray get to decide what trick is okay to reveal over another? Would he reveal his own magic that he's performing on stage?
Well,
If he would, then kudos. Total. I will take anything ill will, anything that I said about him back.
wait a minute, let me get this straight. So as long as Murray is teaching his show, you're fine with him teaching other things?
What I'm saying is that he's being selective in what he's willing to reveal because it doesn't affect him. But if he were to reveal his own doo-doo, it would be a totally different story. So, for example, if I went online and took his nested boxes where the phone appears in the bottom box and explained how that trick was done, would he be like, oh, that was funny? That was a good, I really like that video, by the way. That was cool. Or would he be like, what the hell are you doing?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Right?
This is my bread and butter. Why are you going and
Yeah.
ruining my bread and
So-
butter?
So if you're willing to, if you are a performing magician, like there are people out there that I know reveal magic, but they don't give a squat about magic. They're doing it for the clicks. They're doing it. Well, he's doing it for the clicks too, but you're doing it, not because you're out there performing and you're trying to make a name for yourself. You're just doing it because you want to, get the likes and the clicks and the royalties. So if you are a performing magician and you are willing to go and reveal secrets to magic that you deem not important, then you should be willing to let your own secrets be revealed and be okay with it.
I suppose that would be the difference between the Penn and Tellers and the Valentinos.
Yeah.
Because Valentino would do it out of malicious spite
Out of
and,
money. He's doing it for the money.
for his money, and Penn and
You
Teller
don't think
are
Penn and Teller are doing it for money?
well. Yes,
No.
I do, but I think they're doing it in a fashion that is one, like Dad was saying, it's their own stuff that
More marketable.
it's more marketable and it's their
It's
their
more
own stuff.
marketable doesn't mean they're not exposing secrets. You're talking to the wrong guy. I'm not a big. My dad knows this. I'm not a huge Penn and Teller fan personally.
Okay.
No?
And I know this is gonna. Sorry guys, I know this will mess up my foolish, opportunities. But I've for me, I think Penn is a bit of a bully. He's
Yeah.
very much a bully. He's a cunning linguist, and he's always the smartest guy in the room. And everybody he's talking to doesn't know nearly as much as him. I don't like that personally. I also don't like the fact that they were clever enough to basically redesign exposing magic and to be more profitable and acceptable for them. I feel like there's a reason why they weren't allowed in the Magic Castle, and there's a reason why they only were just barely inducted into the Magic Circle, because you should not be making a living exposing magic, which is what they do. I'm sorry, it's what they do. So anybody out there that loves Penn and Teller, I get you. They're great guys or whatever, clever performers. Not a fan. I'm just not a fan.
Yeah. And I totally get that.
I'll probably never buy a ticket to their show.
I do think to a degree that Penn and Teller, their reveals are to show that, even though I just revealed this to you, you still don't have a clue as to what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, I get all that. I get
Yeah.
all that. But that to me is more of an ego boost
Yeah.
for yourself.
Okay.
I don't think that helps the world of magic at all.
And that's fair. That's fair. But, and I still go back on that whole premise of, can I take one of your effects, maybe like your bullet catch?
No, you can't take my bullet catch. No one could do it, Jim. I'm amazing at that.
I know, but can I take your Penn and Teller bullet catch and can I reveal it to the world? And are you okay with that?
Yeah, exactly.
And so the same thing with what's his name?
Valentino?
No,
Who?
The
white
other-
hair guy.
Oh, Murray?
Murray.
yeah.
Thank you. Same thing with Murray. It's like if you're willing to reveal something else that somebody else might do, you might say, "Oh, this is old."
I mean, he might not care that much. I've seen Murray's show. It's all pretty standard stuff.
yeah, but he's not divulging his show on his YouTube channel.
No doubt.
So and so that's my only gripe. It's like, if you're gonna ruin it for somebody else, is it okay for somebody to ruin it for you? So
Mhm.
In essence, I suppose that is the way to go about it.
but we can't talk about respecting the craft because apparently, according to somebody, that we talk far too much about it.
Who said that?
You.
When? What?
You said-
When?
You said, Jim, you were on a Secrets of Magic kick for a while on the show.
Oh yeah, yeah, you were. Because I was blocking. I was listening to all the.
He was
I was
going back
binging all
to
the
his first-
podcasts, and I was like, "Geez, again, this topic? This is like the 6th time, Jim." Granted, I mean, I was listening over like 3 years, so I mean,
Yeah.
some repeats over that time are understandable. For me, it was 3 days, so it
I
seemed
know.
pretty recent.
It does.
It
It
was so
seems
funny.
that way. But
So you think, but let me try to reel this right back into the topic that was supposed to be talked about in this
Okay.
whole thing. You were talking about which secrets are, the real deep state
And you were
secrets.
saying like gambling secrets, like
Yeah.
stuff that are like more, cutthroat, not necessarily used for magic stuff. It's
Well,
just
and
to
they
be more
are.
protected.
they are, but they're definitely used by cheats.
But the
for
old
nefarious reasons.
yeah,
Indeed.
I'm sure the old stuff, like the older effects, especially when it comes to anything sleight of hand based, I think that's probably the case, because you have certain skill sets and certain secrets that are, like you said, they're used for more nefarious things. They only more probably
I just
And
think it's
more
funny, right?
recent.
Like honor amongst thieves, right? Like the stuff that the really shady dudes that are using, those are the ones we're really supposed to honor and not really saying what their secrets are. We gotta.
Yeah.
Well, what are these, the politicians of the magic world?
Hands
apparently.
off.
I mean, I suppose they do have things with coins, and they do have things with cards that are legit. They're legit cheating tactics, or they're legit gambling tactics that they used to use to go and swindle people. They talk about it all the time. There's a Richard
Well,
Turner
you
who
could
knows
say that
all
about
of them.
mentalism. You could start religions
yeah.
with mentalism, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, seriously.
Yuri
like-
Geller, all the time.
With I did
and-
a PK touch routine for my girlfriend's family at a barbecue. I did it for her sisters, and the oldest sister afterwards was like, "Okay, so you got to tell me, how do you travel to other places?" And my girlfriend had to like stop her, be like, "No, he's a performance magician. Like he doesn't know real magic." She's like, "Shut up. Seriously, how do you travel from place to place? Is it just in your mind? You're like going to
my car.
It's crazy. I just did it was one loop, and I could have taken all of her money. I could be like, just pay my bank account, everything you have, and I'll tell you how to travel. It is called an airplane.
So I did.
So yes, in that respect, I do think it's those who have discovered said sleight, and they, or maybe not even discovered it, but even gone and invented said sleight, and they have made an obscene amount of money on it, and they're the ones who are saying this is hush hush.
Not only that, but what about the dudes who didn't even come up with the sleight, but they mastered it, and their whole career is based off of these freaking sleights?
Yeah,
Then what can you say? You didn't even come up with it, bro.
yeah.
Like,
But-
it's like, no,
Then they're saying, "Hey, zip it. This is hush hush. Don't even touch it."
no. They're gonna give me $20 a download.
Well, now they are, but those are young kids that don't know what the heck they're talking about.
Yep,
I'm
doesn't
talking
matter.
about the old guys.
I'm getting
talking
all that
about
little
the,
penguin money.
the real workers. You got people who are Richard Turner. There is Darwin Ortiz, rest his soul. He was like him and Richard Turner neck and neck, literally. And there's a whole bunch of other old guys that are just like they know the secrets, and they are don't
And
touch.
how many magicians do we know? I mean, not like it's a lot that were actually professional gamblers.
6.
So, okay, fun topic.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I think ultimately, though, right? Secrets are worth whatever people are willing to pay for them.
Yep.
And then also I think it's one last little note. Also, I think has a lot to do with where you learned it from. You know, if I stumbled across a slight, if I did the research and I dug deep and I found some stuff in some books and I put in the knuckle time and I'm doing it and I want to teach it to somebody, I'm sorry, bro. You could just F off. You know, I don't know what to tell you at that point.
Well, he learned.
Well,
You know, yeah, I learned. Look,
there is a certain level of, at least in relation to that, I get it. If it's old and such, there's a timeline gap to be observed there. But if it's something new and it's something that somebody else had done, you know, there is some level of respect that you do need to go and approach, because it's not yours basically, and you don't want to go and steal somebody else's stuff in that respect.
So here's something that I won't say I grapple with, but you know, Josh and I teach magic on a regular basis. We go into schools, we have our magic camp. If there's 10 kids in the room, one of them might gravitate to magic, the rest of them don't really care. We teach them how to do a trick, they take it home, they probably don't do much with it at all, they probably show their friends how it was done. And so there's this fine line between you know, who gets to decide what secret, like I said, is okay to put out there. And for us, I think we try to base it on their level of seriousness, as far as, all right, we're going to this school, we're doing a magic camp, we'll teach them some cute things that they can go buy at a magic kit, do whatever, and be done with it. But then there's some other kids that really show interest, and so we'll take them a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. And so it's just interesting, though, that, you know, the things that you find in a magic kit these days, I mean, they have the pen through the bill in the magic kit now.
Some of the more modern ones.
Yeah, they have the bite cookie in the magic kits. They have,
Which one? I want to know.
it was in Justin Willman's magic kit.
Oh, well, yeah, that's Justin Willman.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very modern.
They have, you know, they have the Svengali. Sometimes they have a stripper deck in there. They have the cups and balls. They have the Lincoln
I
rings.
thought it'd
they
be
have
really
sponge
cool.
balls.
How cool would it be to do a close-up show at the castle with a magic kit?
That would be awesome.
I was-
Actually, I would.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I
was
see
going to
that.
do one of the
Just,
Spellbound
like,
shows.
Just really legit, just awesome stuff, just all with the plastic magic kit. You could even
Remember?
open it in front of everybody if you wanted, you know?
Remember,
pretty
I
fun.
was at one of the Spellbound shows.
Speaking of
At one of the Spellbound shows, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do one set where it's a magic kit set.
that'd be fun.
And so these are all the tricks, because I think it would be interesting to see
It'd be a great show.
how a trick is done. You know, you saw your little Billy do this, but this is how a pro would do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's cool.
I just haven't been able to find the pro.
You'll get there someday, baby. Don't worry.
I did it again. I put myself down. All right. Any lost thoughts?
So many.
to count. That's a whole nother episode. We gotta go and call
I
it quits.
don't know
on
if I
this
brought
one.
that up during a podcast, but speaking of lost thoughts like that, just a weird side note. Like I was thinking the other day, how cool would it be to be allowed to remember the most amazing thing that you have forgotten? And what would
Whoa.
that be? Right? There's something in your life that is super amazing that you've seen, experienced, or done that you've completely forgotten and it's just gone. You'll never, like, I wonder, you know, how cool would that be to actually be allowed that thought, that memory back? And what would it be? And that's just something really interesting to think about.
That would be, I think it would make for a boring show, because everybody would be going,
Jim, I wouldn't want to watch it, but I'd want to see my memory. It's about me, man.
That's deep, man.
But right?
That's
kind of wild.
because how do you know? You don't know what your most
Amazing thing that you forgot.
Yeah,
you don't know what that is, and what I
Right.
want to know.
So the whole show would consist of
We were just
Jim, you're not supposed to think about it. It's just supposed to be magically gifted to you.
Yeah.
You don't have to
We
Oh.
were just talking about it in the office.
wait. You just be like, click. You know, there it is. There's your memory that you forget. You can be like, what? Oh, man. Oh, dude, that'd be wow.
I was running down naked.
That could be awesome for some people, Jim. Probably not the people witnessing.
All right.
Anyway,
Let's get
any
to-
last
In
thoughts?
Jim's mind, he's always naked.
Yes. I got
What
it
do you
backwards
mean,
when
man?
I was told to go out to the audience and imagine the audience being naked. I I was like, what do they call it when you reverse things?
Dyslexic, yeah.
Yeah.
You imagined you were naked?
I was dyslexic, and I imagined that I was the one that was naked, and the audience was dressed.
Well, if
That'd
you
be-
can get through it naked, bro, you're solid. So that's probably a good way to approach it.
That would be kind of a fun principle
Figuratively,
for
though,
a
Jim.
show, actually.
Figuratively. Remember, always perform in clothes. Well, publicly.
What do you do if you're hired to be a magician at a nudist colony?
You get naked and perform magic. And you got to come up with some creative places to pull rabbits out of.
Justin Willman did that in one of his TV specials.
You did?
He was in one of the Magic for Humans. He performed stark naked and did a whole
I
show.
bet you had a flesh
stark
long on, though.
No, apparently not. Apparently he was
Wow.
as naked as the day he was born. And
He
he was-
stole my idea. He must be a proud man.
Jim's supposed to be the original naked magician. Sorry, everybody.
So I didn't want to be the original naked. I just wanted to film it, and it was going to be a female.
This is getting weird.
Okay, yeah,
We might need to move on. I don't know.
time. That was a good show, everyone. Thanks so much. Remember, we believe in magic.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm going to go wash my brain eyeballs now because I can't stop seeing that in my mind now.
All right. Any last
Just
thoughts?
one
No,
smacking
no
into the
more
other,
thoughts.
just
No more.
like a
no more
weird
thoughts.
Newton's cradle. I don't.
The thoughts are gone. We get
Okay.
no more thoughts here.
All right. Remember, White Rabbit Magic.
We believe.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.